it's your tech girl Mary and welcome back to our YouTube channel. I know, alam niyo na yung smartphone na pag-uusapan natin ngayon because of our intro. And most probably, nakita niyo na rin to sa iba pang social media accounts ko like TikTok. Yup, very exciting guys because today we will be reviewing the Oppo Find N2. So I guess let's get into it. Alam niyo, isa sa mga rason kung bakit paborito kong nire-review yung N series ng Oppo, not like it's just my second time, is really because of its form factor. Bago ko buksan to sa harapan nyo, alam niyo naman yung usual form factors ng mga foldable phones natin sa market. They are usually long, wide, and heavy. Kung hindi man yon, it's in a comfortable size and yes, it's the Z Flip series or yung pocket ng Huawei. So yes, yung form factor ng Oppo Find N series is very unlikely talaga. Sadly, uunahan ko na kayo guys, hindi siya available globally. Meaning, sa China lang siya mabibili. That's the reason why it doesn't have Google. But it's not like Huawei guys na nakaban siya. So, it's also very easy to download at hindi ako nahirapan. I know it's pretty sad dahil most flagship devices din ng Oppo through the years ay hindi rin na-re-release here in the Philippines like their Find X series. And this time, for the Find N series, tingin ko guys, may market talaga siya dito sa Pilipinas kahit na medyo on the pricier side siya than the usual flagship devices. Anyway, the box is very unusual. It's actually almost like a shoebox pero pinanipis lang. Opening it, of course, ayan na, umaangat ang ating Oppo Find N2. Again, if you are following me on my social media accounts, you already know what's inside the box. So, I will be linking it down below na lang. You basically get the same thing. Mas premium lang ng konti yung free case sa loob niya. The Oppo Find N guys na meron ako for review is actually in leather, which of course gives a more premium feel compared to Samsung foldable devices. I know most of you guys still prefer yung ganitong klase ng finish sa isang foldable device, but again, it's very refreshing na makakita ng leather-like material. It makes it less slippery and parang hindi mo na nga siya gugustuhin na lagyan pa ng case. The thing about the Oppo Find N2 guys is hindi siya malaki pero hindi rin siya maliit. It's a perfectly usable smartphone when folded and transformed into a more compact tablet in a square-ish aspect. Which is again, kung titignan natin, a very unique approach. Available in 3 colorways guys, itong Oppo Find N2. Meron tayong white, green na merong Corning Gorilla Glass Victus sa kanilang mga likod and it weighs at 237 grams. Pero itong nire-review natin ngayon is in black and meron siyang leather rear panel which makes it 4 grams lighter compared doon sa dalawang kulay na na-mention ko kanina. And speaking of the weight, according to Oppo, it's 42 grams lighter. And just like its predecessor, walang any visible gap between the two halves. Which is we all know, a bit of an eyesore sa mga Samsung foldable device. Wala man sa akin ngayon yung unang-unang Oppo Find N. Not to be exaggerating guys, pero noong unang nahawakan ko to, naramdaman ko talaga yung gaan. Which is again, we rarely get from foldable devices nowadays. Okay, so when folded guys, we are getting 5.54 inches of display outside. And perfect naman to guys for general usage, such as texting, calls, taking photos, and even browsing a bit of social media. Again, still very usable, katulad ng na-experience ko sa Galaxy Fold 4. And in fact, mas maganda yung naging experience ko when it comes to usage sa outer display because mas malapad nga siya, mas less yung reason para magkamali ka mag-type. Now, when unfolded, eto na guys, kung mapapansin nyo, halos walang crease. Yes, it's an almost creaseless display or should we say surface. In terms of size, we are getting guys a 7.1-inch tablet square-ish aspect ratio. Medyo may pagka-landscape yung kanyang orientation and we can say na medyo may pagka-square din siya. So yup, it is wider than it is tall. Anyway, isa sa mga nagustuhan ko rin dito sa Oppo Find N2 is yung kanyang fingerprint sensor na naka-embedded halos sa kanyang gilid. Which is same location naman guys sa predecessor niya, pero again, I like that it's like it's not there, but ando naman siya. Ngayon, syempre, hindi naman perfect yung device. It's really a bit disappointing na missing in action yung IP rating. And of course, the wireless charging na nakita natin sa foldable devices ng Samsung. Hindi lang from last year, even from last year, may ganun ang Samsung. Which is kung titignan natin, dapat meron, diba? Since we are talking about a flagship device. So, in case na meron kayong Oppo Find N2 na nabili from a friend in China or may pinabili kayo, just be careful because again, mahihirapan kayo in terms of warranty since there's really not much to do here. Sa pinaka-cover display natin guys, 5.54 inches yung size na meron tayo. It's an AMOLED na merong 1080 by 2120 pixels resolution and then 18 by 9 aspect ratio. New panel yung ginamit dito compared sa Oppo Find N. In addition to the higher resolution guys, and we are also getting 120Hz refresh rate support now. Which is a very big jump guys kung titignan natin sa predecessor niya na 60Hz lang ang meron. Ngayon, yung loob, 7.1 inches guys na LTPO AMOLED display naman. Ganun din, 120Hz din yung refresh rate nung pinaka-display natin sa loob, which is the same refresh rate naman din sa kanyang predecessor. And since less visible nga yung ating crease sa kanya, it makes the overall watching experience more enjoyable. Siguro, if I were to nitpick lang when it comes to my overall user experience sa kanyang display, some apps are not yet optimized sa kanya. There are a few applications that requires you na i-rotate yung smartphone at i-fold for you to be able to use it or for it to function well. So yes, there are a few app behavior na hindi ko nagustuhan sa kanya, but still, it doesn't mean guys na overall hindi ko siya gusto. It's just the small things that may be irrelevant to some but a bit relevant to me. Since medyo nasa usapang software na rin naman tayo, let's quickly tackle about this. Yung Find N2 guys, gumagamit siya ng ColorOS 13 pero ito yung Chinese version ng software niya. Meaning like what I said earlier, it does not have Google Play. Pero again, it can be installed. Unang-una ko agad napansin, yung pre-installed applications niya. Ang daming hindi relevant na applications to anyone outside China and you'll need some time guys to clear them out. Again, it's one of the cons talaga of having a China ROM smartphone. Merong iilan ding ads disguised as notifications, which can be really annoying at times. Meron na rin tinatawag na flex form mode ang Oppo Find N2 na tumutulong to change the interface in support to some applications na kung saan it kicks in guys automatically if you will fold the Find N midway, which is somehow the same process sa Samsung Galaxy Folds. Now, speaking of the cameras, meron tayong tatlo sa likod na merong 50 megapixels main and an optical image stabilization. Meron din itong 48 megapixels wide-angle camera and a 32 megapixel telephoto camera for 2x optical zoom. Meron din tayong pair of 32 megapixel selfie cameras sa kanyang cover screen and doon naman sa kanyang main screen. And yep, until now, they are co-engineered with Hasselblad. Actually, isa sa mga standout feature ng Oppo Find N2 for me is its cameras. I know Samsung can be really good when it comes to their photos, but parang kung titignan natin, hindi nagpapatalo si Oppo Find N2 ngayon. For me, yung results very excellent talaga and refreshing. It has the right tone and conditions. Yun nga lang guys, there is not much consistency when it comes to the output of the wide and ultra-wide lens, which is sometimes really hard to achieve talaga guys, ano. And overall guys, I've enjoyed taking photos with it and pleased naman ako sa naging resulta niya kahit na minsan hindi siya masyadong consistent. Again, between wide and ultra-wide. Isa pa, nakatulong din kaya maganda yung output ng photos natin is because it is handled by Oppo's in-house Marie Silicon X, which really helps to produce better low-light photos. In terms of video quality guys, isa sa mga complaint ko talaga to sa mga foldable devices, hindi ganun kaganda yung output ng videos nila, mapa Samsung man ito or Huawei. Actually, wala akong masabi guys, video-wise, ang ganda ng output ng rear camera niya, mapa wide or ultra-wide man ito. Sadly, the front camera is only capped at 1080p, which is quite disappointing to have on a flagship device. Hi everyone! So we are currently shooting with the Oppo Find N2 front camera dito sa ating pinaka-main display. And again, we are limited at 1080p resolution lang. Kaya medyo, kung mapapansin nyo, hindi rin ganun kaganda yung quality niya as compared to using the rear camera. And now, we are using the ultra-wide camera at the back. And yes, guys, it is capable to shoot 4K resolution, which is good. And as you can see, maganda yung pagkaka-record natin this time. It's perfect, it's aligned, it's because I can see myself on the other part of the display, which is really one of the advantage of having a folding device like this one. So yes, nakita niyo naman yung quality ng video ng front camera versus the rear camera, and ito pa partida guys, ultra-wide lang yung gamit natin. Ano pa kung main camera? So yep, I really hope on the following fold device, hindi lang ng Oppo but as well as from other brands, we can get a better front camera video quality. Ngayon, paano naman yung battery and performance niya? So, totoo lang, wala akong complaint sa battery, which is one of the things that is kind of a problem when it comes to devices like this. Again, gumagamit siya ng dalawang display. Maliit lang yung form factor niya. So yes, we will experience a bit of a problem when it comes to that. It's the same 4,520 mAh of battery, which is for me more than enough na nagamit ko throughout the day. Although moderate use lang yung ginawa ko dito, walang kasamang gaming, just some social media and taking photos. Ang kinagusto ko dito, it is capable of 67-watt wired charging capability, which only took me around 48 to 50 minutes of charging time. Yun lang talaga guys, very unfortunate for me na wala siyang wireless charging capability since almost everywhere here sa aking studio ay meron akong wireless charging pad, which is pretty convenient talaga to use to most flagship devices, but not on this one. It is also powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 Plus processor, and this is a very typical chipset to most flagship devices, but of course not for this year 2023. Pero hindi naman ibig sabihin nito guys, it will not excel when it comes to performance. Still one of the fastest foldable device, and you can also get it with 12 gig na merong 256 gig of storage or 16 gig of RAM na merong 512 gig of memory configuration. Whereas for me, yung unit na nire-review ko ay merong 12 gig of RAM. So now comes the question guys, is the Oppo Find N2 worth all the effort? Lalo na doon sa mga bibili inside China or even outside the Philippines. Actually, parehas lang yun, pero I know you guys get what I'm saying. But again, it's really the after-sale service that I am worried about. But yeah, overall guys, napakagandang smartphone ng Oppo Find N2, and for me, I can say that it's probably my favorite. Lalong-lalo na I can state the obvious guys na wala talaga masyadong competition when it comes to Samsung's folding device. Maganda sanang pasok ito, but ayun nga lang talaga guys, hindi globally available ang Oppo Find N2. So yes, from the name itself, hanapan ng Find N2. So yeah, as of the moment guys, we really are stuck with Samsung's foldable devices, and it's not like it's bad naman din. So yeah, that's basically it. I know some of you guys are disappointed since hindi nga ganon ka-available sa market ang ating smartphone na nire-review ngayon, but at least you get to know more the device. Again, it's your tech girl Mary, and see you in our next video. Bye guys!